Alright, hey everyone, Wonderbots here, and welcome to the Drifter Early Sneak Peek. So it's a point-and-click adventure game made by Powerhoof, the people that made Crawl. I don't think they really made anything other than Crawl.
Well,
They're
they
actually
made a number of games for the next year.
They made Real Human Basketball, that's the other thing. But yeah, they have another game called, was it Venom Knife? Acid Knife?
Acid Knife.
Acid Knife. Okay, there we go. That's actually one of the other games on our giant list of games to check out previews for, which is kind of neat. Anyway, so we're going to take a look at the Drifter, which I believe is like a kind of super moody, broody point-and-click adventure game.
I jumped the car back in Breaker's Cut. Told myself I'd never come back. But well, shit. Here I am.
So he's hitchhiking on a train? Or more like stowed away?
This must be me. Damn. Shouldn't have told Annie I'd come. Don't know how she tracked down my number. My strong, big sister. Crying into the phone. Oh well.
I like the narration.
Yeah.
How he's talking to himself and seeing himself in the environment and going, oh, that must be me.
It's moving slightly.
Talk to?
I stooped to pull back the tarp. Poor old guy had hardly stirred the whole trip, sleeping off one thing or another.
Old fella had been here when I hopped on. My pack. Small hatch up there. Heavy doors rusted and rotting. This is interesting. So, normally these are point and click.
But you just have options in the room?
Yeah, so normally point and click games involve a mouse. And so this is an experimental control scheme to mess around with
Controllers, yeah.
Yeah, controllers. It's a little immersion breaking. I hope they make it look a little bit nicer. I almost kind of wish it was just a series of icons in the bottom left instead.
Mm-hmm.
And that you could cycle through, and then it would change what he's facing. But I do like it, so I don't have to play Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego for all of the things to click on. Because we've played 2 point-and-click adventure games now, and the way they handle it is completely different and kind of neat. Anyway.
I've been sleeping rough long enough to get a good night's kip, despite the diesel fumes and the noise. I grabbed the tarp.
Select an item. Equip an item with bumper, then use it with right trigger as normal.
You just stole that guy's blanket.
Familiar skyline peeks through the vents of the old reefer. City hasn't changed much in the last 5 years? Jeez, what am I going to say to Sarah? Hey, sorry about, disappearing for half a decade. Jesus. Everything I need's in there, so not much. My phone, wallet, change of undies and shaving kit so I can freshen up when I need to. Plus the suit I borrowed for the funeral.
The funeral? Whose funeral?
I should let the poor guy sleep. Okay, time to ditch this old girl.
Wait,
I
what
pull
about
at
your
the
backpack?
door, and it doesn't budge. Great. Did a stint working reefer cars like this. You've got to set those flow hatches just right or you'll have a car full of rotting fruit.
Can you get your pack at all? You don't want to leave the car without it.
It's giving me an X, so it's not letting me interact with
Hey,
it.
give me a hand with this door. He mutters something under his breath, continues snoring. I think about trying to get up there, but I'm sure I can get this door open. Putting my back into it this time, a strain against the frame. Ain't getting that open without some help. Bending down, I shake him by the shoulder. Hey, I fall back as the iron bar whistles past my face. Hey, watch it.
Quiet! You'll get us killed again!
You've lost it, mate.
You have to help!
He glances to the side, listening.
You're right. Tried that. It's no use.
What?
Think!
He continues muttering under his breath.
Wait, you'll get us killed again?
I wonder if it's a time loop.
Who knows?
Look, put it down.
I'll put it through your skull! Think!
He returns to muttering to himself, eyes darting about wildly.
Gripping that hunk of rebar as if his life depended on
The
it.
guy's got a screw loose. Don't fancy my chances trying to grab that bar.
Can you scoot back?
I throw the tarp over the raving man, wrestling him to the ground.
Dad, get it off! You don't know what you're doing!
I gotta get out of here. Reaching down, I grab the hefty chunk of iron. I jam the bar into the frame, lean into it. The door gives way with a screech. Sudden blinding light stabs at my eyes. I spin back behind the door. The old guy, having finally freed himself, is caught like a rabbit in headlights.
What have you done?
Ah, shit. Security. The man looks around frantically. Relax. I've been caught freight hopping before and talked my way out of it. Hey, we're with Western Rail. Jesus, what the hell?
You've got to break the cycle! I can't!
Oh, God.
So the you get us killed again and you have to break the cycle business?
But Christ, I don't want to look at him. Door stands open. Lights are too bright to see anything.
You don't want to step in front of that light, unfortunately.
Squinting into the light, I glimpse silhouettes of armed men, waiting and watching. Can't make out who they are, but not Metro security, that's for sure.
No, I don't want to.
You don't want to dart across for your backpack. You're not getting that back.
Bullets shatter past me as I dive across the doorway.
Did you get injured?
No.
Are you
Grabbing
okay?
my pack, I throw open the hatch and leap into the blackness on the far side of the train. Then I'm tumbling down a steep siding, concrete rushing up to meet me.
Chapter 1. Welcoming
I
party.
lie there, looking at the sky, trying to process what just happened. I hear the distant sound of sirens, and above me, shouts, doors slamming, tires on gravel. Then silence.
Oh, a
At
phone.
least my phone's not busted.
See, they shot that man in cold blood. Whoever they were.
And he was raving about a cycle.
Clothes laid scattered, torn, or caked with mud. Nothing salvageable. Right up there now. I think the siren scared them off.
I pick it up, screen flashing a blurry photo of my sister. Annie?
Mick, hey.
Yeah. Hey.
How you doing? You in town yet? Can't wait to catch up.
Sure.
Geez, Mick, show some enthusiasm. We've got a funeral to plan.
Same irrepressible Annie.
You in town yet? When are you getting here? We need to go through Mum's things, find some photos for the wake. Did Uncle Phil call you?
No. Did I need...
Ah, never mind. You're staying at ours tonight, yeah? Have the address?
Yeah. Off Cooper Street, right?
No, Mick. Jesus, we moved like over a year ago.
Sorry. Angry beeps from my phone.
You gotta break out of that head of yours, Mick. Talk to Sarah?
Annie, my phone's gonna run out.
Jesus, she's gonna be at the funeral, you know. You still haven't talked to her.
I can't. Just tell me your address. My battery.
I know it's hard for you, but you're gonna have to face her.
Annie, your address.
Okay, sorry, I know I shouldn't push you, but...
I look down at my dead phone. Shit. No idea what her address is. How am I supposed to remember they'd moved? Better find a way to ring her back.
So, his mother died. They're trying to arrange a funeral, but Sarah might be his ex.
Yeah.
And he ditched her and went on the road and disappeared for 5 years.
Yep.
Hmm.
Also, our sister's a complete dunce.
That won't help get it charged.
All quiet up there now. Okay, there's a way under the bridge.
But there's also this guy.
Bill?
Just like...
Is that you?
Bill?
Rick, what are you doing here? Bill used to hang out around the shelter where Sarah worked. Known him since I was a kid. Back for a funeral. Mum died. Oh, Mick, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's okay. Long time coming. She'd been sick for a while. You don't sound okay. I don't know.
I mean, Mick didn't really hear you fall from the bridge?
We'll go through the list.
You're not staying at the pit anymore. The Pitt Street Homeless Support Center. I'd ended up there as a kid. It's where I met Sarah. She had to shut it down, man. Oh, man. Why? Oh, you should know more than me. Surely Sarah told you. Sarah, my wife. I guess ex-wife now. I haven't talked to her in a long time. Since, you know. Oh, right. Jeez. Sorry, Mick. It's all right. I'm a bit shaken up, to be honest. Just been shot at up on the railway. Jesus, really? Thought that was some kids playing with fireworks. So what, some trigger-happy Met officers? Couldn't be. They left when they heard sirens. Jesus, Mick? Yeah, I don't know.
A hit job by some other corporation or something?
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, can I borrow your phone? I meant to stay at my sister's tonight. My battery's dead and don't have her address. Of course. Got her number? Shit. Look it up? Nah, it'll be unlisted. Could call her practice, but she wouldn't be back in until after the funeral. Fuck, what am I gonna do?
There's some warehouses. Find that a deserted street. Okay. Is there anything in the rubbish over there?
I shake the can. Slosh of petrol at the bottom.
Backwater of the reservoir disappears out into the fog. Service road stretches off into the dark. Dawn coils of rope, rotting crates, nothing I can use. I really like these.
Nothing but shuttered warehouses down there. I should figure out where to go before wandering aimlessly.
Okay.
I really like these controls. As far as point-and-click adventure games, I had always thought using a controller sounds probably not good. But this works great.
Oh, what's in the car?
I know, someone's joyride ended it here.
Metallic smell of old petrol stings my nostrils as it glugs into the tank.
Oh, can you use a battery charger cable in there?
Maybe.
Wait, what's that in the
Stinks
mud?
of petrol. They must have siphoned some to try and torch it. I glance around inside. No keys, but the lighter socket catches my eye. I think my phone charger has an adapter that'd fit.
Concrete bank slopes down into the reservoir, slick with mud.
Mm-hmm. I suppose let's go back to our backpack. Oh, or you can open up the hood.
All warm glow from an old barrel.
Let's see what the damage is. Electrics look okay. Smashed radiator, and a little low on wiper fluid. It's not going anywhere, but it should start. Should see if my charger will fit the lighter socket. Should see if my...
Yep. If we can get that from the backpack, then we can try to charge the
something
phone.
sharp on the way down. Ripped it right open. I fish out my phone's charge cable. The only thing worth salvaging. I toss the cigarette lighter and plug my phone into the socket. Nothing. Might only charge while the engine's running. God damn it. I know my way around a car, but not enough to hotwire one. It'd take a special kind of stupid for a joyrider to hold onto the keys, though. Might find them around here somewhere.
Want to talk to Mick about it?
Probably had a good look around the wrecked car.
What's with the car?
Kids joyriding, I guess. Can't even torch a car properly. Still, it's my own private suite until they cut it off, eh?
They leave the keys?
Yeah. Need 'em?
Sure. Might be able to charge my phone. Bill fishes the keys from one of his many pockets. Thanks. Leaning in, I try the key. The red charging light on my phone blinks on, but then the engine splutters and dies. It's still not firing. Better check the engine again. Okay, there must be something wrong under here. It sounded like no fuel was getting through.
Ollie?
Damn, still can't see anything wrong. The can's empty now. Should be enough in the tank though. Nothing. Might only charge while... God damn it.
So we have to get it to run again.
Damn.
Good evening, sir.
Hello.
My name's Angela Grace. I write for the Herald. Can I ask your name?
There's
Okay,
a
well,
reporter
you don't
here?
have to tell me. Anyway, I really want to find out what it's like out here for you homeless.
Unbelievable.
Excuse me. Hello.
Leave the poor guy alone. He's clearly asleep.
Oh, hi. My name's Angela Grace. I write for the Herald. Can I ask your name?
No. Kid like this shouldn't be out here. Not your problem, Mick.
Well, she should surely have a phone on her.
Makeshift lean-to. No one's home. He's fresh out of high school. Passed out, string and drool hanging from his mouth.
I'll leave him be. I really shouldn't get involved, but... Hey, so...
Hi.
Right. What are you doing down here?
I write for the Herald. I really want to find out what it's like out here for you homeless.
You... homeless? God help me. Okay, look. I'm not homeless, so...
Oh, great. That's great. So how long have you been staying out here, Mr...
Carter. And I'm not staying out here. Jesus, would you put that thing away?
Sorry. Just a few questions.
No.
Old carpet, smell of stale urine. Older gents warm their hands by the fire. Rusted old washing machine lying on its side. Watching what I'm doing like a bird of prey.
Loose panel on the side. I kick it open. Nothing but a random tangle of wires and tubes.
Too bad there aren't any components you can use in there.
I could see under the hood while the engine... Oh, I see.
Ah.
Old outlet's blocked with silt and refuse. So we gotta just go talk to Bill again.
Mm-hmm. You mean Mick?
Oh, yeah.
Or, wait.
Yeah, Bill. We're Mick.
Bill was calling him Mick,
I
sorry.
think I need help with this engine. Mind hopping in?
Sure.
I hope this doesn't hurt him.
Okay, try it now. The engine turns over, and I see fuel stream from a hose beneath the engine. Ah, here it is.
What's the problem?
Tear in the fuel line between the pressure regulator and injectors. Damn. Going to need a replacement. Thanks, Bill.
Okay, yeah, you're right. So he's Bill.
Could
He's
use
there.
that hose for the car.
Come on, you asshole.
Bloody thing's screwed in there too tight.
Would this help?
I glance up. Kid's holding an oversized hunting knife like it's a snake. Jesus.
What are you doing carrying a knife like that?
You know, protection.
Jeez, all it's gonna do is get you stabbed. What's wrong with a whistle or pepper spray or something?
I can look after myself.
Whatever. Can I borrow it?
Well, if you can answer my questions.
Oh, God help me. Fine.
Great. So, Mr.
Carter.
Right. So, Mr. Carter, what led you to be living down here?
I'm not.
So,
Look, maybe I don't mind living rough. Maybe I prefer it to being tied down. But I work. I have places I can stay. I'm fine. Next question.
okay, well, surely you've noticed the recent spate of disappearances, not to mention the mental illness-related violent crimes.
I'll stop you there. No, haven't heard a thing.
You going to help me or not?
Ugh, maybe I should ask Bill. You'll hear about the shooting? She looks up sharply.
Shooting? What shooting?
Don't get involved, Mick. Oh, nothing. Must have misheard.
No, I'm interviewing about all these homeless going missing. That or going crazy.
Right, another college kid thinks they can fix people.
Ask about the mental
I was
illness.
just gonna go down the list.
Okay.
Don't suppose you have a portable phone charger?
No. Wait, you have a phone?
Yeah? Guess you think just because I don't have a place to stay, I don't have a phone.
Well, I don't...
Everyone has a phone, lady. Okay, what was that about mental illness?
Cops say they're swamped with violent crimes, hobos going nuts, spouting gibberish. Seen anything like that?
That guy in the rail car. No. Sorry. Look, folks take what they can to help them through the night, and there's a lot of bad shit out there. You get kids acting crazy all the time.
Yeah, I know all this. Give me something I can use, alright?
I'll ask around. You think people have been disappearing?
Homeless people? Yeah. There used to be a whole community down here. Where are they all?
I was a kid last time I was down here, but it does seem quieter.
Cops are ignoring it, of course.
Sorry to disappoint you. It's just business as usual. Folks, they move on. Maybe they find a job, maybe they quietly die. No one gives a shit and no one's keeping tabs. It's all bullshit.
No. This is different. If you want my help, just ask around for me or something.
So, creepy organization taking people and performing experiments on them?
Maybe. But there's something about a cycle. I'm assuming this is a time loop.
Hey, Bill, you noticed any people acting weird recently?
Well, I mean, yeah. You heard about the pit.
All right. They shut it down?
Yeah, well, I was helping Sarah out there. She let me
That's Sarah for you.
Oh.
But people on the street been getting crazy, eh?
Nothing new.
Not like this, Mick. Everyone's scared. Solid blokes, you know? Fine one day. Next day, they're going nuts. Sarah ended up in hospital.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, she's all right, but couldn't keep the place open.
I should have been there for her. Like she needed more reason to hate me. Some bad new gear people getting into?
I don't know, Mick. I think this is something else, eh?
Okay, so they closed down the homeless shelter because homeless people were coming in and hurting the staff.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a dumb question, but why is it so quiet down here?
Malinji.
What?
Shadowy figures with burning eyes. Taking people in the night, folks calling them Malinji.
Right.
Well, that's the story going round. People have been going missing, but it's been a cold winter. I think that's all there is to it.
He shrugs.
Malinji. Could be MLNG or something?
Don't suppose you've seen any quarter-inch hose around?
This ain't a hardware store. There's a bunch of junk in the underpass, though, eh?
I like the voice acting. Very Australian.
Yep.
I tell her what Bill said about the pit, and reluctantly, what I'd seen in the rail car.
Thanks, this is great stuff.
Just keep my name out of it.
Hope this doesn't get her killed, though.
Might.
I asked around, and it does seem there's something to what you're saying.
I knew it.
Just stories getting shared. Some shadowy demon with glowing eyes dragging people off in the night. Malinji, they're calling it.
Interesting.
Nonsense is what it is. Typical tweaker shit. You want to publish that? Be my guest. Look, I answered your questions. Can I use that knife or what?
Yeah, all right.
She hands it to me warily. You can have it back if you like, but honestly, you're more likely to get stabbed with it than without.
I guess.
Look, you seem alright, kid. Go talk to Bill, old guy out there. He loves a good yarn.
Oh, thanks.
I cringe at what Bill will think as she bounces off to talk to him. Got it. Hello?
Wait, where did they go?
The keys are gone. My charger.
No! Get off me, you... Ah! Let me
Ah!
go!
The hell?
Evil swap
What's going
mercenaries.
on?
Please!
Jesus, they look like SAS or something.
Ah!
Is there anything you can do?
One of them wrestles with the kicking reporter. She seems injured.
Don't need to cut that. He's dragging the reporter to the boat. What do they want with her? Was she actually onto something?
And waits in the boat, all in
I
black.
think these are the guys that shot the old timer up at the railway. Shadowy figures with burning eyes. The Malinji? Shove from behind. Wait!
Is that death? And do you wake up on the train again?
Sudden icy cold shocks me awake.
Oh.
Frozen. Can't move. Can't feel. I see only blackness.
Do you have the knife
I
with you
struggle,
still?
gasp in panic, and the blackness fills my lungs. Then I have no breath to scream. I try to fight it. Oh God, I try. But my body is unresponsive, lifeless. The cold blackness that fills my lungs coils its way into my brain, and I know I am dying. Slowly, even the lack of sensation fades. Where there was nothing but blackness, now there is nothing. And I know, somehow, I am dead. But then, every neuron in my brain firing, blasting out into eternity. My mind, torn by some immeasurable force, twisting out in all dimensions, then contracting, speed of light, back into nothing. Sudden icy cold shocks me awake. The same sensations, the same panic from minutes before. But this time, I remember to hold my breath. I jerk at the bonds, the rough cord cutting into my wrists. But the ropes are too strong, too tight. I manage to work the knife from my back pocket and awkwardly saw through the ropes. Frantic, I feel about, but blinded, I'm helpless.
Okay,
I
get
wrench
that
the
bag
sack
off.
from my face. My eyes sting as I blink through the water, trying to get my bearings. Oh, God!
Oh. All the people.
Jerry can's out of reach, but sinking towards me as it slowly fills with water. Gleams off the surface, tantalizingly close. Okay, I see insect drifts away ghost-like. Bodies hang silently like pigs in an inverted abattoir. Ropes dig into my feet, dragging me down.
I set to work on the rope, knife slipping in my hand. As I continue, my vision starts to dim, my lungs filling with fire. I realize I'm barely a quarter of the way through, and I'm not gonna make it. Gotta get a hold of it first.
Grab it.
I grab the jerry can as it sinks past. Still some air inside. Just a little, but awkwardly I juggle the can, trying to get my mouth to form a seal around the opening. But I only manage to suck in dirty water. I push the tube up into the can, suck the water from it, and take a breath. I almost gag on the oily fumes, but I bought myself a few more seconds.
Ah. Now cut the ropes.
I return to cutting with renewed strength. At last, the ropes give way. I kick to the surface, glimpse brutalist concrete rising from the chop, and swim towards it. It takes the last of my strength, but I pull myself up the embankment. Before I collapse, I lie there, shivering in the bitter wind, trying to make sense of what's happened. I died. They killed me. But I am no longer dead.
End of chapter 1.
Damn, that was compelling and horrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Dude has a good voice for like a radio story.
Oh, yeah.
Great for a works amazingly well for a point-and-click adventure game with like full narration and stuff. Oh boy. I honestly was actually going to say, like, yeah, let's skip this game originally. And then
I
Shell's
didn't want
like,
to skip it.
Let's play the Drifter. And I'm like, I don't know. And we
I
loaded
didn't
it
want
up
to skip it because I saw the scene where the guy got blasted in the light. And I knew that it was going to be...
Oh, see, I hadn't seen that scene. I don't think I paid attention to the trailer for it. But boy, that was a good first impression. Holy crap.
It has everything that you need. A mysterious, shadowy organization. People going missing. Reference to a cycle.
Nonsense. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
A potential that... I don't know if he's also been experimented on or if he just has some peculiar ability to go back to what before his death and change the outcome.
I have no idea, but I'm looking forward to it. Because that was really freaking good.
Yeah, and as people had said in our audience, the voice acting is amazing.
It really is. Like, all of the characters, the reporter was a little iffy, but Bill was decent, and Mick was top tier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I wonder if, in all this, are we actually going to get to the funeral? Or is this going to be an adventure where he's trying all this time to make it to his sister, his mother's funeral, and potentially finding Sarah again? Or is everything going to be caught up in the mystery behind the melange?
I do not know. But boy, that was cool. Anyway, let's see. So that's going to be it for this preview. Obviously, this was a demo specifically for the Game Awards. It's available for the next 48 hours for, I guess, us, but by the time this episode goes up, it's probably going to be long past, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. Because, honestly, this is going to be the kind of game that I'm going to want to play
without
in, like,
spoilers.
1 or 2 sittings without a whole lot of breaks, because I was definitely on the edge of my seat by the end there, and that's a good thing. That's a dang good thing. So, I guess for now, we'll see you next time.